Hello and welcome to online math class. Today's section is section 11.4, fundamentals of probabilities. I'm assuming you guys have your pen and paper ready and you have your worksheet ready. So let's get this started. So first thing first, what exactly is probability? Probability is a chance of something happening. Like what was the probability that we would go online? We did not even expect something like that. But right now, look where we are. We are taking online classes. So probability of something happening is usually given to you as a fraction, or let me write this down, fraction, or as a percentage, or as a decimal. So let me give you an example of what that means. Probability of something happening 1 over 2, or which is 50%, or 0.5. They all mean the same. So different ways of giving you the probability. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what exactly does it mean. Probability 100%, that means you're so sure it's going to happen. Probability 50%, half and half, right? Probability 0, that is completely impossible. It cannot happen, right? So possible values of probability. Probabilities are assigned from 0 to 1. So that is 0% to 100%. 100 percentage is also represented as 1 when you give it to me as a whole number. The closer the probability of a given event is to 1, it's more likely that the event will occur. The closer the probability of a given event is 0, it's less likely the probability will occur. There's 0% chance that we will see ourselves before the semester ends. That is, there's no way we're going to see ourselves before the semester ends, correct? So the next topic here is theoretical probability. There are different kinds of probability. One is theoretical probability, one is empirical probability, the other one is subjective probability. So the first thing we're going to look at is theoretical. There are certain terminologies that you have to know about probability, which is experiment. It is an occurrence of which the outcome is uncertain. So experiment. You're going to flip a coin. That's an experiment. You will take a card from deck of cards. That's an experiment. So different things that you do is called an experiment. Sample space is set of all possible outcomes of an experiment. So what does that mean, sample space? If you toss a coin, right? If you toss a coin here, let me change the pen. So if you toss a coin, what is a sample space? So when I say what is the sample space, that you're telling me what is the possible outcomes. What can happen? You can get a head or you can get a tail. So your sample space here is 2. If you roll a dice, so let me try drawing a dice here. If you roll a dice, bingo. If you roll a dice, what can happen? You can get a 1, you can get a 2, you can get a 3, you can get a 4, you can get a 5, you can get a 6. So your sample space here is 6. Do you see that? So the sample space is all possible outcomes of that experiment. Event is denoted by E, is a subset of a sample space. Sum of the theoretical probabilities is 1. So if you add all the probabilities, you will end up with the 1. So now you might be thinking, what is exactly an event? So if I toss a coin and I'm looking for the head, my event is getting a head. If I roll a dice and I'm looking for an even number, my event is getting 2, 4, and 6. This will make much more sense once we start working on the problems. Computing theoretical probability. So let's go ahead and do that.